Welcome friends to another video in this video lecture series of Certified AWS Machine Learning Specialty Exam. So uh, today in this video we are going to talk about very basics of data science and the kind of data sets we can deal when it comes to solving machine learning or data science related problems. What are the different types of data? So there are three key types of data categorizations. One is numerical, another is categorical, and then there is ordinal. So we'll see each of these in detail in separate slides. So let's get started. So the first one is the numerical data. Numerical data represents some sort of quantitative measure. Basically, any numerically or mathematically quantifiable content is basically numerical data. For example, heights of people, we can actually have heights in numerically identified or quantified range. Then page load times, stock prices, etc. Now there are two subcategories to numerical data. One is discrete data. Discrete data is integer based data, so there is no range of data here. It's basically either some whole number or some integer which out of a given set of data. So often it basically is a count of some event. For example, how many purchases a customer made in a year. Now the purchases cannot be 10.5 or 16.4, something like that. It has to be a whole number or an integer. How many times the coin flip resulted in a head. So the coin flip cannot result in a head, let's say 7.5 times. It has to be a whole number. So that is what is discrete data. Now when it comes to continuous data is something where the data lies between a range of numbers, and it could be fraction, it could be a decimal place number. So it can have infinite number of possible values, because that the precision, as long as we keep on increasing the precision, there could be infinite number of values between just two given numbers. So that's why continuous data is like a uniform or infinite distribution. For some examples of this is how much time it takes for a user to check out. So for example, this could be a time value in a fraction. For example, 32.698457 seconds, something like that. How much rain fell on a given day. So if we measure the rain in cubic centimeters, then probably we can say it rained about 50.649354, something like some random number. So because it accepts fraction, the values or the possibilities are endless. So this is continuous data. So this is overall about numerical data. The second category is categorical data. Categorical data is qualitative data that has no inherent mathematical meaning. So essentially we cannot quantify or we cannot have a mathematical correlation between the values when it comes to categorical data. For example, gender, any kind of binary data with true or false, yes or no kind of data set. Race, state of residence, product category, political party, etc. These are all categorical data sets. Now one key thing to understand here is we can still assign numbers to these categorical data in order to represent them in a more compact way, but the numbers do not have any mathematical meaning. For example, in a building we can have floors numbered as 1 2 3 4 5, but that does not mean that one is floor number 2 is larger or floor number 2 is more than floor number 1. It's just a numerical representation. There is no mathematical meaning behind that. So that is an important distinction we need to keep in mind. Then the third category is ordinal data. It's a mix of numerical and categorical data. What that means is it is still a categorical data, but when the values or the numbers that are assigned, they do have a mathematical meaning. A very good example of this kind of data is movie ratings on a scale of 5, for example. So the rating must be one of the 5 values. It cannot be any kind of fraction. It has to be either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Now these values have a mathematical meaning because 1 is considered as the worst rating, 5 is considered as the best ratings. I mean just an example. So in that scenario there is a mathematical meaning as well as there is a category as well. So that's how ordinal data behaves. So yeah, so that's an quick overview of the different types of data that we can work with. I hope this was useful, and yeah, I'll continue creating similar kind of videos, especially for AWS certified machine learning specialty exam and the content related to it. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Thanks a lot.